Alrighty, I promised to show you how to use Global Historical Climatological Network. First of all, when you just put GHCN into your browser, and you'll get here, and this is where we're gonna get the data. But first, we have to figure out what station we want to get data from, and I downloaded this inventory file, and then let me show you what I did with the inventory file. Okay, I just used the import dataset button in the upper right hand corner to get this. And the names were not in the first row, so it just gave me some fake names, X1 through X6. And X6 is the type. And every station repeats a bunch of different types. So I've got the same information, except that the type is different for these 6 rows. So you can really cut this data set by a factor of about 6 by only selecting one particular value for X4. So I select everything but X4. And then I did some renaming. ID is X1, latitude and longitude, X2 and X3. The begin year and the end year, X5 and X6. And that gets me this. So there are 40,434 stations in this thing. Okay, so I want to find the weather stations that are near Olympia, Washington, and that have a good time span. So I'm doing something kind of funky here. I defined a Euclidean distance. This is not really the right way to define distance between 2 latitude and longitude points, but it works. It's good enough. And for Olympia, the latitude is this, 47 point something, and the longitude is minus 122 point something. So I've generated this new data set called near_oli. I take my GHC_inventory file, and then I calculate the distance from Olympia, and then I arrange according to distance, and I take the head, the top 10, and then I print out near Oli. And what I see is that I've got a couple of good candidates here. There was one station which began in 1877 and ended in 1955. But this is the one we're going to use. This is, it had a begin date of 1941 and an end date of 2025. Okay? So remember that thing. We have to use this. Okay? So now, back to where we were. Go to Climate Data Online. And what we want is daily summaries, and select date range. We will modify this later, but search for stations, enter a search term, Command V. Okay, so we're going to search for that particular station. Search. And it says what we've got is Olympia, Washington Airport. Okay, so I'm going to add that to the cart. Look in cart free data. Now I have to make some selections here. Custom GHCN daily CSV. This is the one I want. And the date range, I'm going to change that. I'm going to start in 1941, because it said I could. So I'm going all the way back to 1941. May 13th. So I've checked that, and I've checked that, and now I'm going to apply. Okay. Then I click on continue. The data types, what do I want? Well, I want, I'll keep this, I'll take the station name, that's okay, although we'll eliminate it later. Go into precipitation, and what I want is the variable PRCP. The snow data turns out to be junk. And the air temperature, I want the maximum temperature and the minimum temperature. And continue. And then you have to enter your email address, and I've already entered my email address down here. Then you submit the order, and shortly you will get an email notification that the data set is available for download. When you get it, it will look like this. And you will click on download. You get two messages. The first message says that your request has been submitted, and the second is the response. So after you click on File Download, you will have in your Downloads folder a CSV file. And from that, you can complete the assignment. Okay?